Desk Appearance Tickets in New York and New York City by Andrew M. Stengel. Desk Appearance Tickets in New York and New York City. Desk Appearance Tickets, or DATs, are issued for many lower-level crimes in New York City and throughout New York. The DAT, or Desk Appearance Ticket, is a form with instructions for a person to appear at a later date for arraignment, the first appearance before a judge. DATs are preferable to being brought before a judge immediately because a person will avoid being locked in a cell for up to 24 hours. The date of arraignment on the desk appearance ticket in New York will typically be between 30 and 90 days from the date of arrest. If you received a DAT in New York from the NYPD or another police department, then you should contact a lawyer immediately to get started on your case. Who is eligible for a desk appearance ticket? Police in New York commonly issue desk appearance tickets for lower-level crimes classified as misdemeanors, such as petite larceny, Penal Law Section 155.25, assault in the third degree, Penal Law Section 120.00, criminal possession of controlled substances in small quantities, Penal Law Section 220.03, criminal mischief in the fourth degree, Penal Law Section 145.00. Police may even issue a DAT for some felonies, such as grand larceny in the fourth degree, Penal Law Section 155.30, if the value of the property is less than $3,000. Criminal mischief in the third degree, Penal Law Section 145.05, if the property in question is worth less than $1,000. Who is not eligible for a desk appearance ticket? Police in New York will commonly refuse to issue a DAT if the charges include one or more felonies. In addition, the NYPD and police in New York won't issue a DAT if the charge is a misdemeanor when the charge is related to an allegation of domestic violence, the charge is a sex crime, such as forcible touching or sexual abuse in the third degree, the charge requires that a judge issue an order of protection for the complaining witness, such as assault in the third degree, stalking in the third or fourth degrees, or menacing second or third degrees, if the person who is arrested has an outstanding warrant. Appearing in court in New York on the DAT date. The first appearance in court for the desk appearance ticket is an arraignment. It is possible to resolve some cases on the DAT date as long as the case does not involve a complaining witness or the disposition will not include paying restitution. In some cases, it is possible to resolve a case on the desk appearance ticket date with an adjournment in contemplation of dismissal, or ACD, which means that the entire case will be dismissed and sealed in 6 months if a person stays out of trouble during that period. Whether or not a defense attorney can obtain an adjournment in contemplation of dismissal, or ACD, for a client on the DAT date depends on the charges and facts of each case. After the desk appearance ticket date in New York. If the case is not disposed of or resolved in the DAT, then the case will be adjourned for 2 to 3 months for another court appearance. Depending on the allegations and charges, the next appearance in court may be for filing a supporting deposition from a civilian witness or police officer, disclosure of discovery from the prosecutor, motion practice related to evidence at trial or the sufficiency of the criminal complaint, hearings and trial. If you received a DAT, then you should contact the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel, P.C., to arrange a free consultation. As a former prosecutor in New York City and current defense attorney in New York, Andrew Stengel has aggressively and successfully handled hundreds of desk appearance tickets. Former Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Andrew M. Stengel provides aggressive representation for desk appearance tickets, misdemeanors, and felonies throughout New York City and New York. Andrew is an experienced trial attorney, a diligent investigator, and approaches every case with strategy for success. Whether you are arrested and brought before a judge immediately or issued a DAT for charges such as assault, sexual offenses, larceny, criminal mischief, stolen property, or any other allegation, the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel provides a skilled and vigorous defense for every client. Visit the website of the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel for more information: www.stengellaw.com, or send an email to info@stengellaw.com. Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.